Hello, hello. Incredible cover art. The show is on. Kitty on the cover immediately got my attention. Thank you guys. Whoa. Hi guys. How are you? I used to go on adventures. Sure, Auntie. Let's get you to bed. I used to go on adventures. Me after D&D got put on hiatus, I used to play D&D with my friends. Sure, Auntie. Sure. Let's get you back to bed. How are you guys? Happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. I used to go on adventures. Now I am the adventures. So true. We're all our own adventures. Speaking of adventures, I wasn't here last week because I was away on a little trip. It was very nice, pretty chill. But that's why I wasn't here last week, and bloody busy. It's so busy. I used to be an adventurer, then I took an arrow in the knee. Classic. Oh, lollygagging. How was the trip? It was good. Thank you for asking. You know, it was pretty chill. We went to one of these Scottish islands and mostly just walked around on the beach. There were a couple of different things that we could have done, but the tickets were all kind of expensive for what they were, so we didn't end up doing any of that. We just did a lot of wandering around, which is fine, which is nice. Really chill little time. Anyway, let me know what you guys have been up to in the past 2 weeks. It feels like it's been ages, honestly. I was kind of like, damn, I'm streaming today. Thank you again for the game mission. There are many game missions here in my domain. I'm glad you like it, Dark Shadow. It was a pleasure. It was my pleasure. Wandering can be fun, yeah, it can, and it was. I found a lot of sea glass. That was really nice. And saw a lot of crabs. Saw a porpoise, or a couple of porpoises. Saw a deer and a hare, and we saw a lot of bats as well. Had one session with Merca, but not much happened. Merca had just some sitting in silence moments and got his sword refurbished and a new shield. Oh, yippee! Stuff to draw, new stuff for the design. Love to see it. Love it. My stinky boy smooching. Yes. Stinky boy smooching on the dock at night. I've been on and off sick recently, so I've been rough. Oh, you poor thing, Dark Shadow. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, I've been so busy because that trip was 4 days long, and then I got back and had to do chores and then commissions and all of my free time I've been spending playing The Sims. And man, I've been playing The Sims 3. That game is crazy. That game is crazy. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. I'll talk about my Sims adventures soon, I'm sure. I love to talk about it because it's so much drama. Well, we're D&D fans here in this house. We're TTRPG fans, and very exciting. You may see from the title is while my D&D campaign is on hiatus, I have decided to run a little mini campaign for my friends. It is probably going to be about 5 sessions long, and then one of my other friends has a 3 session quote unquote one shot planned. So that hopefully will cover 8 weeks, and I'm really hoping that that's long enough. 8 weeks is an extraordinarily long amount of time to cover, so I'm hoping that one of us gets cut off and we come back sooner rather than later. Like, I don't mind not finishing my thing. It's a shame to me by other players, but it's basically created this Oliver shield that he's mounted on his gauntlet. That's so cool! A anti-DM, yes! I actually quite love to DM, but I can only DM like really silly stuff. Now that's a good start, yes! For some reason, my Photoshop isn't letting me save new documents to the cloud at the moment, so I guess it's just an excuse to reuse this file. This file that I have. So yeah, what are we doing today is I have 2 NPCs that I think, well, that I know are going to be important to my little, at least the first session of my little mini-series campaign. And I thought I would draw one of them, and well, both of them, if I can, today. And much to Daro's abject joy, I am sure, one of the NPCs is a tabaxi. So we're gonna see if I can draw a tabaxi today. In real time, and I'll talk a little bit about what I have planned. Let's go. You know, Daro's gotta eat too, guys. we do the bright pink bubblegum boy, we do the green boys all the time. Let's give Daro something to eat. So I've not actually decided on what kind of kitty this is gonna be, which is probably a flop on my part. All I know is that she has golden fur. I think I'm gonna base her off of a cheetah, I think, but I'm not gonna give her any spots. Let me grab this little, I really like the little tear streaks. I think that's like really cute. But I'm not gonna give her spots. Let me just grab this little like reference. I love the little round ears. I think that's so cute. Covered up Dante's face. Let's not cover up our mascot. There we go. Yummy boy. We've got something for everyone. Oh, era Photoshop. That's very booer Photoshop. Yeah, I know. I don't know what it is or like why it's done that. Usually it happens after I've like shut down my computer and it wants to, but just like closing the program and reopening it, and it's like fine. It remembers that it's connected to the cloud or whatever. But this time it's not done it, and I opened up the little like cloud desktop thing and it's like it's just not changed anything. So I'm gonna have to do some troubleshooting. Hopefully it's not that I've like run out of storage or something. I do have a lot of documents. Eek. Yeah, kind of stinky poopy. Oh well. So yeah, for my for my little mini series, the concept is that everyone is a retired adventurer, an elderly adventurer, like super duper old, and they are living in the retirement home, in a retirement home just full of other adventurers, and they decide to go on one last adventure and find the Fountain of Youth. And you know, they're either going, I mean, I guess the main thing is like, oh yeah, we'll go find the Fountain of Youth and then we'll become youthful again, and then we can just go on as many adventures as we want. But maybe they're just here for the love of the game. Maybe they just want to, maybe they're happy to be old and just want to go on one last adventure with their friends. But you know, I feel like most of them would be like, oh, let me be young again. So, and I mostly just did this because I like to do the sort of more light-hearted, silly sessions when I'm DMing. Like one little one-shot I did, it was basically like the quest was to go and pick up the dry cleaning, and it ended up being like this whole wild goose chase around town. That was really fun. And I also did like a body swap episode. I thought they were both really fun. And the first campaign that I ever DM'd was a hag campaign, and it was essentially Suicide Squad. It was essentially the Suicide Squad of a bunch of people who had a run-in with the same hag, and all made bargains with the same hag, and then she like made them all join together to fetch her shopping list, essentially, which is really fun. And I wish I had finished it, because it would have been so fun, but I just never managed to finish it. Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. It was mainly born from a desire to have all of my friends put on little like old people voices, do really silly accents like and just roleplay really crotchety old people. But like the concept itself is like actually quite cute and sweet. And so this girly pop that I'm drawing now, so sorry. This girly pop that I'm drawing now, her name is Sally Mae, and she is one of the carers in the retirement home. And well, the idea is that she'll come along with the group, with the party, mostly because she's like, oh my god, these old bitches are gonna die without me. Like, this is my duty. I have to keep them safe. I have to keep them safe. Oh my god, what am I doing? I need to look after these people. I need to make sure they take their medication. And she is absolutely useless. The rest of the party, they're all going to be level 10, with the idea that they were once like level 16 and above adventurers at one point in time, and just the inexorable march of time has stolen that power from them. They're just past their prime, and thus they're not so high level anymore. And she's a level 1 cleric. So they're all going to be level 10, fighting things that level 10 characters would be fighting. It's like a decent sized party as well. It's like party 5. And then just this one girl, level 1 cleric with like, so she's got like 10 health. And like one or two first level spells, and I think her personality, she's going to be a little bit ditzy, hopefully a little bit naive. She's just sort of doing her training, you know. She's trying to become a proper priest, and it's just kind of like, I wouldn't say like work experience, as in like she's super young, but you know, it's like training. I feel like the ones that really excel in their studies, in their training to become priests, I feel like they don't end up at the retirement home. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they end up in the temple or in the paladin order, or she is a cleric of the goddess Juno, and thus well, in this world, the goddess Juno is the goddess of like medicine and stuff like that, which is why she's like, it's like medicine and age and like, you know, all of that stuff. So working at a retirement home falls under her sort of domain, and yeah. And she sort of ended up working at the retirement home for adventurers. Kind of got lost with what I was saying there, but yeah, she's really cute, and she's doing her best. Okay, you're so right, Eleonora. She's doing her best. She's just trying to do her best. Oh my gosh, I really like her so far. She suddenly came together. Fun fact, there are king cheetahs. That's a subspecies that comes from a very rare fur pattern mutation that gives them really cool black pattern along the spine. That's so cool. I'll be trying out new TTRPG systems this weekend, and most likely you'll get some new sets of dice or some stickers or keyrings or all of the above. Yippee! That's so fun! Oh, the temptation to buy myself a set of dice for any reason whatsoever. Like, what if I bought a set of Sally Mae dice, you know? So yeah, that's Gallipop in my little cover. Wait. Sure, Auntie, let's get you to bed. I haven't actually like properly designed her yet. This is me designing her properly. But yeah, you know, so I think, you know, the other priestesses that do a little bit better than her, they ended up in the paladin order, or working in a hospital, or working at the temple. Sally Mae didn't end up there. She ended up looking after the elderly, and it's very rewarding work, okay? It's very rewarding. They might get grumpy with her sometimes, but that's okay. She's just doing her best. And she doesn't mind sitting there and listening to their stories of their adventures for like 4 hours at a time, no matter how many times she's heard this same story before. She does find them genuinely interesting. And she's like, oh god, I could never do one of those adventures. Not at all. A dragon, that sounds terrifying. Well, I'm sure glad I'm not an adventurer. Oh, what's that? half of the elderly folks that are living in this retirement home are breaking out to go on an adventure. Oh fuck, well I guess I better look after them. We'll see how it goes. The idea is to have her be there as a sort of I don't know, just like a like a pet. One of those NPCs that you just kind of have to look after and make sure she doesn't die. But they can also like get rid of her at any time, you know. She's a cutie, but like if they don't want her there, they can just convince her to go home or whatever. Or she'll probably die in the first combat. That idea for the campaign reminds me of Brindlewood Bay. Oh, I've never heard of such a thing. And what is it? What's it about? But yeah, this is just a girly pop that's doing her best. And truly my favorite thing about DMing or writing any sort of D&D session is the NPCs. The NPCs are the whole reason why I do anything. Like I'm a player at heart. Character work is like my favorite thing. Character designs, my favorite thing. And so my NPCs always have so much like love poured into them, and they're like one of the first things that I come up with. I had in my like one shot where I did everyone tries to like in the one shot where I did the laundry one shot where the characters had to go and pick up someone's dry cleaning and then go on a wild goose chase around the city. I had like a whole cast of NPCs that came out to play, a bunch of different accents. I created a whole new faction, like an underground thieves guild of children that are led by a kobold. And the regular thieves guild in the city are called the Magpies. And so I called the kid version the Bush Tits because they're like one of the smallest birds. One of the smallest birds just in existence. I thought it'd just be really funny and cute. It was a great time. There was a gnomish woman. Well, there was a gnomish woman who had mistakenly taken the dry cleaning, and the party ended up finding her son, who owned a sweet shop, and he had made for his mother a golem completely out of black licorice, and it was horrifying. It was horrifying but really funny. He was just helping the old woman like with her chores and stuff like that. So it's just like this elderly gnomish woman walking around with this absolute monster made of black licorice, and it's like that one Bob's Burgers episode with the like doll made of taffy. If you've ever seen that, basically that. And the sweet shop was run by her son, and he had a little like intern, low-level employee who ran like a cart in the market stall, and he's like just really wants to do a good job. Fresh-faced, very charming young man. And then the dry cleaning place was run by two Goliath sisters who had retired from adventuring, and their experience being adventurers made them really, really good at cleaning clothes, getting really tough stains out of clothes because they were covered in all sorts of mud and blood and ooze. They have just so much experience. It was such a good time, and that was just for like one shot that I did. And it was just about laundry. I had such a good time with my proper campaign that I never managed to finish as well. I had a whole town to run away with, and it was a small town, so I had so many like interpersonal relationships that I could play with. There's like a young woman at the apothecary who kept making baked goods for the undead ghoul in town. His name was Russell, or Russ, and he wore a cowboy hat at all times, which he wore. I never found this out, but he wore that hat because like the top of his head was missing. Because it was set in a country where undead are kind of like a regular normal thing, and they're just out and about doing jobs, doing menial tasks. And she keeps making these like baked goods for him because that's the only way that she knows to like cheer people up, and he like seems sad all the time. And he doesn't have the heart to tell her that he can't eat them because he's undead. He just like actually cannot eat. So he like gives them away to the party, and they get to take the cookies with them. And she also like often burns them. And then there was a really hot guard captain who was the youngest guard captain in that town ever, and he was like really stressed out because there's a bunch of weird shit going on. And it was mostly because the mines had caved in, and that's where the party found Blight, who is my NPC to end all NPCs, I guess. Blight our king. My small kitty monk Onyx had some adventures as well. His kill count keeps going up day after day while we were defending a noble's household against an army, and it went really well for Onyx. Oh, yippee! Love that. Jeff had been dragged through a muddy pig farm by an ogre. She's covered in mud and blood. So bad I had to change her clothes. Oh, bless. There's only so much you could do with prestidigitation, you know? I can't help but give kitty cats tabaxis like the super long tufts on their ears. I just think it's so freaking cute every time. So I don't want to focus too much on her robes and whatever. I know that because she is a priestess of Juno, Juno is mostly symbolized by snakes, and then also like green and violet, or like green and sort of pinky purpley. So I think I'm just gonna do like a very subtle, ooh, maybe I'll do a snake pattern, but the snake also has like leaves on it. It's very much giving the snakes very much give the whole gosh, what's that called? Like the symbol just for medicine in general. Like two-headed snake. That's what that gives. Absolutely adore that tear trail fair pattern on Cheetah's faces. Yeah! I originally I just wanted to use the cheetah as like a base for her face because I felt like she'd have a sort of rounder, flatter face like a cheetah. But seeing the like tear trail, I wanted to keep that. Bring that in. So yeah, I'm very excited for my next foray into DMing. I'm glad I know the rules pretty well at this point. And even if I don't, I have a good few friends who know the rules much better than I do and can tell me. I'll forever put my kitty characters in D&D in the hands of Timora. Lady of Luck protects. Oh, so cute. Kitties do feel pretty lucky. Gosh, this always happens when I'm like... the swirl like comes in like that. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Who knows what's going to happen to this NPC? I just like to make NPCs, you know. It's not a big deal if something happens to them. I just enjoy making them. Like with Blight, because he was a drider in a cave full of spiders that were actively like attacking the party, and you know, he's a monster and they were told to get his poison glands and stuff. I was very prepared for the party to kill him. I expected that they wouldn't, just because I made him hot. I made him hot, and I didn't really want them to kill him, but, you know, I was prepared for that to happen. If I didn't want them to kill him, or like, if I wanted to make sure that they wouldn't kill him, I shouldn't have made him a monster to fight, you know? But Hey, I'm glad that they didn't, because that means we get Blight. That means he gets to live in the canon. I think that's good. Oh, she's so cute. I really like her. I think maybe do little swell. Also, is the music or the audio like choppy for you guys? Or is it just me? Because sometimes my headphones do this really horrible thing where they get really choppy and I need to turn them off and on again. But I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if it's choppy for you guys or... Audio seems fine? Okay. That's good. Color now. I'm gonna try not to don't spend too much time on this. Gosh, it's like super choppy in my ears. Okay, I'm gonna turn off my headphones really quick. I'm sorry if anything messes up. Our sorcerer almost died during that fight. Our wizard got hit really hard. Our bard got hit pretty hard. Paladin got hit by friendly fire from the sorcerer's 2 nat 1s. Meanwhile, Onyx lost only 9 HP. Hey! Go on, Onyx. That's what we love to see. What we love to hear. Kind of rule lawyered our sorcerer back from going over total HP and permanent death. Yippee! She looks so pretty. Thank you. Let me just remove her liner. So the idea is that she has this beautiful golden fur that's like almost shimmery, like super glossy, super pretty. Hello there. Hi, Jack. Welcome in. Adia misread Scorching Ray and was rolling 3d6 instead of 2d6 for each ray. LOL. Damn. That's a pretty big difference in damage. Hello there, Auntie Lalarola, like General Grievous from Star Wars. General Kenobi. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. I see, I see. You know, for one of my biggest D&D rules misconceptions that I held for such a long time, and I don't know where it came from. I don't know why I thought this, but I thought that your character died if they took damage that brought them below 0, and then, like, you know how the massive damage rule is like negative your max HP. So like if you have, say, 76 max HP and then you take like, and then you have like 1 hit point, and then you take 78 points of max HP, then you go to like negative 76 and you instantly die. I thought for the longest time that it was only half. So I thought that it would be like, if I had 70 max HP, that it would be negative 35. And so my character, I died once when he didn't need to. It was actually Zafir. That's how long I held this belief for. I thought it was half, and so Zaf took a big chunk of damage fighting against Maria, and he died. Well, I said that he died because I thought that he died because he took like enough damage to put him negative half of his max HP. And it wasn't until after that session that I discovered that it's actually negative all of your max HP, and so he shouldn't have died there. But I kept it anyway. A, because like the session had already ended by the time that I found that out, but also because it was good for story. It was good for the storytelling. I just think if Zaf was gonna die anywhere, it should be to Maria's hand because of the story. And that's what happened. That was good. It was a good time. It did make the whole later portion of the campaign a bit harder though. People were getting very stressed out that he was gonna die, and then we weren't gonna be able to bring him back because he died so many times. He didn't die that many times. After that moment with us was where everyone agreed that we're making backup characters. That's a good idea. That adornment on her head is so cute. Oh, thank you. It's supposed to kind of look like a snake head with like the twirl. It doesn't really, but I feel like it's supposed to be like abstract, you know? My character died once. Sure, Auntie, let's get you to bed. Who died when? I forget which one of your characters died when. Was Varamus? Can't have been. Must have been. I don't know who else it would be. Oh my god! Who cares about Brannigan? Of course. Well, he like actually died, and that was scripted. That was a scripted event, so that doesn't count. I thought we were talking about just like, oh, oh, you know, characters that just like died in battle and like we brought them back, you know, the classic. I forget. It was so traumatic, I just removed it from my mind. That's so funny. I think it's just because like I'm not thinking about campaign 2. I can't think about campaign 2, otherwise I get really sad that we're not playing. I've not thought about Senno in like, I don't know how long, like 2 weeks. It's just like, it's so upsetting and sad because I was just planning out another animatic for her, and it was gonna be like a long one, like a full song, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it if I can't play her. Kind of like a tantrum. I'm not doing it anymore. I don't wanna. That's okay. I've got other stuff to draw. Like this girl. Little Miss Sally Mae. Love her. My first character died twice but still roams the lands just now with a little longer fangs and his twin sister at his side. Oh yeah. A little vampy guy. I haven't had a character die yet, sadly haven't played enough to do that. Oh, that is so sad. I mean, it's absolutely terrible. I mean, it depends. It depends, because, like, if a character dies and Revivify is an option, then it's like, it's whatever. So, like, it doesn't really matter. But then, if your character dies and you don't have Revivify, then it's so sad. It is so sad. Reese did get knocked to 1 HP though, that's rough. Senna's been knocked unconscious, or like close to knocked unconscious, several times. I think she's only been downed twice? Maybe it's more than that, but she regularly uses her Orcish Relentless Endurance. That's all I gotta say. She gets really, really close a lot of the time. But I think the actual amount of times that she's been downed is not that many. Can't believe you hate my boy. I understand that. I forgot all the time. Yeah. I mean, it feels different. I don't know. Because it's like a scripted event. You know, it's like a canon event. After 4 sessions with Onyx, I see that there's a chance he'll be the only one to live through the entire campaign. The others are so reckless. I'll be surprised if Senna doesn't die at all during the campaign. I don't want her to die fully. That would just be really, really sad. She's like, gosh, she just is my favorite character that I've made. She just is. I love Zafir to pieces, don't get me wrong, like that's my boy, but I love Senna so much. She's my girl. So I really, really don't want her to die. I can't imagine playing that campaign like not playing her, if that makes sense. But I'd be surprised if she didn't die like at all, because she is so reckless. Just always touching things with her bare hands, always the first to open a door, always walking into places without looking for traps. All of that. She just has a crazy sort of recklessness about her. Just a lack of care, honestly. Like, she's so smart. She just doesn't care. No one's died. We've had some close calls, but I think I'd actually throw up if and when it happens. LMAO. It's like, in the last campaign, we had so many people die, but every time they got brought back, you know, like we had, I think our wizard died 3 times, maybe 4 times, and then I think there was only, I'm trying to think, I think honestly everyone died except for Aramis at least once in that campaign over the course of the whole thing. But they were always brought back. So we had Revivify from quite an early period of time, and money was never really an issue for us either. So we just like, you know, it's just proper little hero's journey, proper little D&D high magic sort of situation. So we just brought them back again and again, and it was fine. So death didn't really feel like a big deal so much in that campaign. It really became a case of like, oh my god, what if we can't bring Zaf back because he's died so many times, and every time he dies it gets harder to bring him back. But in this campaign, the only person who's died was Brannigan, and he died. He died out of the campaign. He is not coming back. And that, I said it before, that's the only time I've ever cried at a D&D session. I've cried about D&D before many times, but that's the first and only time I have ever cried while taking part in the session. And I was distraught. I was distraught. And now I've just erased it from my mind because it was so traumatic. It's just, I don't want to think about it anymore. It's gone to me. Like, bro's dead to me. Who's Brannigan? I don't know. But it's like, oh, it's so good for the story. It's always the most tragic things that are the most absolutely delicious for a story. I think I would have been happy with Senno's story whether she was just happily hanging out with her friend and healed and learned to be friends with people and stuff like that. But her story is also really, really good with the copious amounts of angst that has now been thrust upon her. It's a good time. Onyx is also built different. He's got 18 AC now. Damn, that's fucking good. He's a monk, isn't he? That's kind of crazy. Or maybe it's a different one that's a monk. It's okay, I'm all about mother supremacy. I like Mother. She's okay. I like her. I like her a normal amount. All I'm saying is that I would like Mother a lot more had Brannigan not preceded her. She's okay. I love Mother as a character. It just hurts that she's Brannigan's replacement. You know, if it was Mother from the beginning, it would have been fine. I could love her. It just feels like a betrayal to Senno to like her, to love her, because, like, I know that she replaced Brannigan. Senno doesn't know that she replaced Brannigan, but I know that she replaced Brannigan. Still baffled Era made it, to be honest. No, real. That girl went through so much. I always have resources to keep Mac alive, or at least I feel like his death would matter. At least until I feel like his death would matter to the story. Yeah, Mac honestly gives like, I'll stay behind so the rest of you can get out safe, you know, self-sacrifice for the story. It's the vibe that he gives. Oh, she's so cute. Mike's reminded me how much I like playing monks. Had a very funny moment with him when our sorcerer was down and nobody around was around to help him up at the time. Did you punch him? did you punch him to heal him? Evelyn is already undead, but probably has another 3 years left if she doesn't lose her mind first. On the long end, unless she figures out something else. Ian and Ed got to revive her Pookies and they got to live happily ever after with a tall, hot archway wife in the Feywild before that world ended. They probably died before then anyway. Aww. We were trying to hold back the attack, shooting at the attackers when the sorcerer went down. Since I wanted to keep shooting, I couldn't help him up the normal way because I'd lose my action, so instead I used Flurry of Blows, punching 2 failed saves into him first before using second attack for Hand of Healing and bringing him back. Love it. I love the monk punch to heal. That's why I really want to play monk in the next campaign. Oh, the amber eyes, yeah! She's just liquid gold, basically. It's kind of the vibe I wanted for her. I thought about giving her green eyes, but I just think that all gold is really nice. I feel like green eyes would like be better match with her priestly robes and stuff, but you know. I think that it would have just been too perfect. And I really like the golden eyes. Also, I do have to reiterate, I do like Mother. I do like Mother. And I'm gonna be drawing a splash art for her soon. I just got distracted with this first. I just wanted to design my NPCs. I apologize. Because I just love drawing my NPCs. I just love making them. Beatrice, on the other hand, has a lot more real-life consequences and they don't have magical healing powers, so we'll see how long she lasts. I don't have much faith. I don't have much hope for Beatrice. I feel like she's, you know, she's playing with fire. She's playing with Tupperware that she doesn't understand. And I just, that sort of thing ends badly. You know. I'm not gonna do too much to like add a fur texture. Just gotta imagine that she's got fur. Oh, she's so cute. just wanted to get silly. I never make tabaxis. But I also don't get too much opportunity to make new characters. I'm so focused on sending Marion all the time. Dante's like my newest character that I've made. I did make a backup character that I most likely won't use because people just can't hit on it. But I rolled so good stats for that backup character. Hell yeah. I plan for it to be a brass dragonborn warlock, celestial subclass that pretends he's a cleric. Love it. That's so cool. I love a class fake out. It's always a good time. Oh, she's so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about shading her clothes in, I don't think. I think I'll just give them like a gradient to pretend that they're shaded when they're not. Because I still have another character that I would like to do. I think Sally Mae is the most important one because if the party chooses to keep her, then, you know, she'll stick around for the whole thing, unless she dies. But this other NPC is important in the sense that he's hopefully gonna kick things off, but like probably only gonna see him for the first session, so he doesn't matter that much. Surviving a town-wide munitions explosion is looking pretty good on her track record. Yeah, no, to be fair, maybe Beatrice will just survive everything. Like a cockroach. She'll survive nukes. She'll just keep trucking. To be fair, for the most part, Senna just doesn't get hit very often because she just doesn't attract too much aggro. And if she does, she's got shield, she's got relentless endurance, she's got like thunder step to teleport away. She's pretty hardy. She makes it hard for them. She's got mage armor. She has an armor class of 16 when she has her mage armor on, and 17 if she's got her mage armor on and she's a werebat. So, you know, and then she can cast shield while in werebat form. So the highest AC that she can have at the moment is 22, which is pretty good for a wizard. Pretty good for a wizard that doesn't have like mirror image or anything like that. Although I don't think, maybe that's just Baldur's Gate rules, that it changes the AC. I think it is, actually. Yeah. Shows up unarmed, says he's a cleric, summons a glaive out of thin air as first opportunity for a fight. Sure, clerics can do that. Yeah. Well, yeah. spiritual weapon. It's just a spiritual weapon that he has to hold. That's all. She's timed out as fuck for this song. Hell yeah. Spite is a good fuel source. She turned out so good. Thank you. She came out way cuter than I was expecting, to be fair. I'm quite happy. Now this second character, I also need to get a reference for, just because I don't draw a lot of old people. To find like a good. It's a pretty good reference. So this next NPC is someone who actually lives at the retirement home as well. And he's just generally quite insufferable. Is the plan anyway. I'm not sure how well it'll come out. Him being a nasty bitch. We'll see. I'm not very good at being mean. Unless I'm playing Overwatch. I guess. Brings the toxicity out in me. But he's not mean in like a... He's not mean in like an angry sort of way. He's just mean in a like... I don't know, he's just a bitch. He's just nasty. He's just really full of himself and... I just want to make him really hateable. Just because I think a twizzly mustache goes a long way. I think he's just like his name is Roderick Gambleson, and he just, you know, he just thinks he's so much better than everyone else. Really, he thinks that there's just absolutely no reason why he should be in this retirement home. With the rest of these losers. You know, that sort of thing. I don't know. I'm not very good at being mean. I don't know how to be mean. So we'll find out. I think the quickest and easiest way to make someone hateable though is for them to mistreat the staff. So I think that's probably what he's gonna do. Which is like good for me because, you know, it's quite, I can be mean to myself. That's fine. I don't have to worry then. You know, everyone hates a guy who shouts at the waiter. That's this guy. At like super weird angle, so see how it comes along. Elias also had one fun session and it really did show his favorite heritage and lack of understanding of all things favory. Aww. If I had a penny for every time I rolled a 0 for religion, I'd have 2 pennies, but it's weird that it happened twice during one session. Oh my god. I'd love to get a 0. It's so funny. Oh, that side-eye. Yeah. Love the side-eye. Maybe he has like short man rage as well. Yeah, how like when older people tend to shrink as they get older. I think that maybe he was always like kind of on the shorter side, and then he got to like an average height, but then he shrank again. Now he's like really pissed about it. Hi Arcana! Hi, incredibly busy at the moment, so I won't be able to stay. I just wanted to pop in to wish you a lovely stream. Oh, thank you so much! That's so sweet. I need to turn down the music. Sorry everyone, that's like so loud. This happens every time. Really is going to stank eye. So yeah, like maybe he just got like, I don't know. He's just a bit of a nasty sort. I also really want to give him like an atrocious comb over. I think that'll just add like, girl, just shave it off. Girl, just shave it off. Like, if it ever gets to this point, just shave it off. And I think, well, we're playing in Grimag, which is a very hot country. I would love to put him in a sweater, but I don't think that's gonna work. Maybe like a silk vest. Little like waistcoat type deal. Some like poofy sleeves. want to kind of punch him over. It's the thing I think we're missing. Like, wait, is that Monster House old man? Yeah, it's like a kind of Monster House old man-esque comb over, but like more. Yes, I also like want to take inspiration from the Up old man. I don't know what his name is. The villain, Charles Muntz. He's like crazy. What do you know about Mr. Nevercracker from Monster House fame? So true. I love Monster House. I've not watched it enough times to know the guy's name, but this really is like who this guy is embodying right now. Like Mr. Nevercracker, if he was actually evil, because Mr. Nevercracker was never evil, he was just misunderstood, and we all know this. We all know this by now. No peepaw sweater, yeah. It's too nasty for that. It's also too warm. Too warm for a peepaw sweater. It's fine. He gets a little waistcoat thing instead. And it probably it's got like a shirt underneath, and the shirt probably comes up to that. I've done this at like a super weird angle, so I think his do like this, then maybe is that distorted a bit? There we go. Man, this guy, so rude to the staff. So rude to poor little Sally Mae. Like, look at her. Look at how cute she is. Look at how cute and clueless and, like, not knowing things she is. And here this guy is being so rude about the fact that she doesn't know what she's doing. Like, I can't believe this. A lot of it is genuinely just actually uncalled for though, I will say. I jest and I joke. But everyone should be nice to the staff at all times. They just work here. They're doing their damn best. Sitting before images depicting the dead three, alias just sitting there like, damn, that's a weird painting. I wonder who'd paint themselves like that. I wanted to sneak into a bathhouse and then we got a lead on the dead three cultists operate there. So alias helped others get through this 10-foot wall just to casually jump over himself. I love monks. They're so fun. She's just Kitty. She is just Kitty. And she's so cute. Look at her. She came out so cute. I hope this level 1 cleric doesn't die while fighting monsters that deal like 50 points of damage in one hit. I just realized that with the like max health rules, literally if she gets hit once by any of these creatures, she just instantly dies. Oh, poor thing. Poor thing. She's actually got like 10 HP. I think she does anyway, because she's like level 1 cleric with like I don't know. I think it's just like the first level is just max HP, so I think the hit die for clerics is D10, or is it D8? It might be D8. I've not actually made her yet. It's a D8. So she probably has 10 HP. So if something does... If she takes 20 damage, then it's all over for her and she just dies. That's so fun. I'm not gonna be that crazy about the rules though. And I think for the most part she'll probably just run and hide. If the party keep her around, if she doesn't immediately die. If this, if that. I just want to also get to play. And I don't have that many, the way that my sort of mini-series is planned out, there aren't super duper many opportunities for lots of NPCs, like a lot of tomb raiding and stuff. So other than like these first like 2 sessions, probably there's not going to be much going on, I don't think, in terms of NPCs, but I don't know. I've not really super planned it out yet, so. Feline agility will come in handy, absolutely. She'll probably just like scamper up a tree and hide there, and then she'll freak out because she can't get down, and someone will have to climb up and get her. Thinking a bit of 30 feet of movement with a dash is possible. 120 feet of movement she can have. Oh my god. That's crazy. And then these old people like hobbling after her. She's just like running away. That's so fun. She's just there. And this guy, well, at least after they leave the retirement home, they don't have to deal with this guy anymore. A big scar across his face because he was an adventurer like everyone else in the retirement home. I think an adventure, like a retirement home dedicated specifically to adventures, is just really fun. You know, it's like, it's specialist work. A lot of them will be restless or traumatized from what they went through. And there's also like not very many of them, I imagine. So it's the sort of thing where you can have one adventurer retirement home in an entire duchy, probably. Because like, how many adventurers are making it to old age, for starters? And then how many of them aren't able to look after themselves with their own power? Because, you know, if you get to like that high level, like if you get to level 20 as an archdruid, you live like a super duper long time. And then, you know, if you get to a certain high level as like a wizard or something, you can like make a simulacrum or a clone of yourself or whatever, in order to like, and they could look after you, or, you know, it's definitely magic you can use to handle the day-to-day, or like keep yourself spry and young. And then if all of that fails, if you really give it up, like a lot of the elderly are taken care of by their families and their children and stuff. So I feel like a lot of conditions have to be met in order for an adventurer to end up in a retirement home like this anyway. Which probably means that a lot of them are very grumpy people. Just difficult to care for. Or maybe they just wanted to retire in a nice little condo and not have to worry about any of that. You never know. It's quite a nice retirement home. It's like a villa, is the best way to describe it, I think. Pale stone, fountain, lovely gardens and stuff. I have a really strong vision for it. I'm not actually sure how much time the car is gonna spend there. There you go. It's a really grumpy old man. Let's get a little overlay layer on. Onyx with his full movement and feeling and agility gets a burst of 240 feet in one round. That's crazy. That's insane. Bro's running. Actually Sonic, like what the hell? I can't take this old man seriously next to the pink sexy man in a bra. Yeah, I know. They're real, it's a trio. It's quite the trio. I just think, you know, you need some eye candy. Need some eye candy next to the grumpy old man. My god, he's just so grumpy. If Maka lives long enough as a champion of Sarah and Ray, that class allows for characters to literally turn into celestials. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like like so many conditions have to be met in order for an adventurer to even end up in a retirement home. You know, like how much has to go wrong? I think for humans it's like it would probably actually be quite easy because not everyone is exceptional, you know, not everyone gets to level 20 in a class, and that's probably what a lot of these adventurers are. They're sort of like middle of the road. They're head and shoulders above the rest of people, like commoners, but they're not so good that they can live forever. That's where these guys end up. They spent much of their lives looking after strangers and the realm in general, saving the world, or just doing mercenary work for coin or whatever, and then they end up forgotten in a retirement home. Being looked after by strangers. Cat mum, old man, and diva slice having girl. Penwith will be the eye candy. Yes, she will. I'm sure she's the heartbreaker of... the retirement home is called the Golden Sun Rest Stop, by the way. She will be the heartbreaker of the Golden Sun Rest Stop. That's for sure. It's called the Rest Stop because it's like... You know, it's the final rest stop for adventurers before they go on their final adventure, if you know what I mean. I love the way that, like, he was so tan and then I gave him the grey hair and now he looks pale as anything. Let me give him red silk. I want him to basically serve like a red sweater vest and like a white shirt. Very classic old man look. But it's like, it's just all made of silk because we're in a super hot country. RIP Monarchs, no, for real. The only thing about this miniseries that I kind of am like a little worried about, but I probably won't have to worry about it, is that if any of the characters die, like, I don't know how you're gonna bring in another one. Because it's just like, where are you finding another old person? But I feel like it's kind of hard to kill. It feels kind of hard to kill my D&D group. And they're all gonna be level 10, which is like super. It's like the highest level I've ever dealt with, I think. With that in mind, a possible ending for Mirko would be that he finds someone he'd want to spend the rest of their life with, and after their passing, life of eternal servitude or a guardian angel. Ah, that's so cute. I love that. Just gonna tan him up some more. I want him to be like fairly dark-skinned. Yeah, that's more like it. That damn bald head. Again, I don't want to spend too much time like shading him or whatever. Probably just gonna give him some light shading like I did to Sally Mae, and then gradients on his clothes. Gotta give him a nice bald head shine. But he does look miserable, doesn't he? He also looks quite wonky, so just ignore that. Just ignore how wonky he looks. Little scars. Okay, big scars actually. His jaw needs to. I think it's just mostly his jawline that's like wonky. I like. that, maybe? Hell yeah. He's like such a stereotypical old man, actually. Wasn't the intention, but that's how it ended up. I'm not mad about it. He's gonna probably have the like old voice, because it's the only old voice I can do. But hopefully that's what everyone else sounds like as well. There he is. Good old Roderick. The bane of every care worker's existence. Love them. They're like two opposite ends of the spectrum. Like, she's so sunny and happy and cute, and he is so mad. I guess I was going to, if I had time, work on the like maps that I have planned, but I don't really have time to start something new. So I think for the last like 15 minutes I'm gonna work on Dante. Because why not? Why the hell not? Turn down this color real quick. The goober that I have as backup is 20 tags on charisma level 4. Oh my gosh. That's the lowest stat. That's a lower stat than I've ever had. I think the lowest stat I've ever had in anything is a 7. Maybe a 6. But I think a 7. Recently found a quiz for the Undertale heart trend. Ooh! That's so fun. Wait, let's do it. Let's see if I can find it. Undertale quiz. Undertale soul quizzes? What's your soul trait? Actually, never played Undertale. Got the link here. Oh, I'm not sure if you're able to send links in the chat or if it will just get immediately wiped out by moderation. You can send it to my email. Or you can just tell me what the title is. I'm not sure who I would do it for. Maybe Senna. I'd also be curious to see what Dante would be. I'm so obsessed with Dante. Actually. He's so yummy. I love him. He's also one of those characters that, you know, seems very light-hearted and silly on the outside, and is largely for the most part, but if you think a little bit too hard about like his story and his lore, I realize it's kind of sad in a way. Sent it over the email. Yippee! Let me grab it. Ooh, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Hang on. Let me pull it up. Should I do it for myself or should I do it for one of my characters? Are you there? This is so cool. Whoa. Do it for Senna? Okay. Every human soul has its own distinctive virtues. In each human, one shines above the rest. Answer honestly, and it will show itself. Now, we may begin. Ooh. Oh my gosh, this is so cool! Wait, can you guys hear the music? Wait, let me pause my... Ooh! 7 human souls, 7 virtues. This device has been designed to reveal which one suits you best. Every answer is scored against all 7 virtues at once. Some answers are mostly one thing and a little of another, and some also detract from other virtues. There are no right or wrong answers, but being honest about one's flaws should provide more accurate results. This is like the coolest quiz ever. You often feel like you simply can't be yourself in a group. Senna, yes. Once you decide you want something, talking you out of it is close to impossible. Yes. You believe that some things only get through to a person once they hurt them. Yes. If someone has something to tell you, you don't get anxious while waiting to know what it is. Extremely anxious. You tend to avoid doing things that make you uncomfortable. Sometimes, it depends what it is. You have a hard time forgiving people. Strongly agree. You do what you have to, even when the motivation isn't there. I guess neutral, because like there's a lot of things that she doesn't want to do. She kind of like gets dragged along to do it, but she doesn't want to do it. You believe you can be trusted with secrets. Agree. You can tell when things are over. Strongly disagree. You are often told you have a tendency to cry too much. Disagree. You believe time heals all wounds. Disagree. You could use being more open about the things that make you hurt. Yep. Senna, yep. You believe that everyone should be held to the same standards. Agree. You often regret things you've said in the heat of the moment. Agree. You adjust the way you act and talk depending on who you're with. Often because she's really mean to some people when she doesn't like them. You feel uncomfortable talking about your worries to other people, but want others to tell you theirs. Kind of. She doesn't mind if people don't tell her theirs. You believe asking others for help equates to failing. Strongly agree. You would tell a friend they're in the wrong even if it meant hurting their feelings. Like, yes, but she's way more immature than that. I guess, like, neutral. Do you think that even the worst person can change? That everybody can be a good person if they just tried? No. When you lose interest in something, you abandon it entirely. Strongly agree. You need things resolved quickly, otherwise you get anxious. Agree. You enjoy trying out new things that pique your interest, especially if they get you out of your comfort zone. Agree. When you know someone is wrong, you can't help but correct them. Strongly agree, always. Regardless of what other people do, you have your own set of rules you won't break. She does have her own set of rules, but they're like kind of not rules at all. Agree. You often procrastinate until the last possible second before a deadline. Neutral. You just like owing people and try to pay back any favors as soon as you can. Strongly agree. When something you cared about fails or ends, it takes you a long time to find something new to care about. Oh. You regularly question your identity and try to get to know yourself better. Disagree. If someone you hold dear asks you for help, you'd see it through to the end, even if that meant hurting yourself in the process. Yes. She just doesn't care about a lot of people. You would turn down an opportunity if you knew someone who would be a better fit. You believe that the end justifies the means. Agree. You have a hard time believing you're worth the effort it takes to be with you, if not for convenience. Oh. Others say you speak without thinking. Often. You need to have things planned out before you feel ready to do something. Absolutely not. You consider yourself to be driven more by your emotions than by facts. She basically considers her emotions facts, so it's kind of like a nothing. When faced with a difficult choice, you'd rather ask someone for input than choosing on your own. Strongly disagree. You would like to love yourself the way you are, but rarely can. You perform poorly when you can't tell if you're doing well or not. Agree. You've stuck with things long after they've stopped being good for you because quitting felt like betrayal. Strongly agree. You would rather be hated than having to pretend you're someone else. This is the most Seno statement ever. This is the most Seno statement ever. Strongly, strongly, strongly agree. If there was a thing above strongly agree, I would say that. When something looks unlikely to work, you would rather put your efforts somewhere it will. Agree. You believe that solving someone's issues for them would be doing a disservice to them. Yeah. If someone says you wouldn't dare do something, you need to prove them wrong. Yeah. You keep quiet about things that bother you until they become unbearable. Yes. You don't mind sitting in silence with someone for a long time. Yeah. Chat, when did Undertale get so introspective? It has been, I know. Yeah, why is Undertale coming for me right now? Why is it coming for Senno so badly? Like, oh my god, some of these questions. You often interrupt people when talking about something that excites you. Yes. You think some of your interests are embarrassing and avoid talking about them in front of people you're not close with. No. You believe that sugarcoating things can only make them worse in the long term. No. Difficult situations hardly stress you out. I mean, define difficult. Combat? That's fine. The death of a close friend? That's not fun. Neutral. You believe some things are unattainable even if you want them, and that settling for what it is acceptable. Strongly disagree. Strongly disagree. She can do anything if she sets her mind to it, and that has to be true. It has to be true. Anything less than that is unacceptable. Being liked matters more to you than being understood. This is the reason that she does not like Grimhilda. Because she wants to be understood and she hates that Grimhilda's priority is to be liked. I did it for myself and barely got one of 7 over 50%. Did one for Mark, I got 3 over 80%. Damn! You are comfortable putting your own needs first when they clash with someone else's. Agree. You tend to endure difficult situations rather than be the one to end them. I guess kind of. You avoid intervening in matters that don't concern you directly, always. Seeing someone being treated unfairly angers you deeply. No. You value the journey more than you do the destination. She values both equally. When someone is struggling, letting them fail and learn from the experience is sometimes for the best. Room between, agree. You're more critical of yourself than you are of others, strongly agree. You would put yourself in harm's way if it meant helping someone you hold dear. If it's someone she does care about, yes. You sometimes think of yourself as better than other people. Certain people, yeah. Disagree. Others would say you're closed-minded or stuck in your ways. Probably. When faced with hardships, your first instinct is to keep going no matter what. Agree. You usually prefer having difficult conversations once the heat of the moment has passed. She doesn't like to have difficult conversations at all. Disagree. You would happily accept a flattering description of yourself that isn't quite accurate. And you have taken up many things you haven't seen through to the end. Having done something and failed is still better than not having done anything at all. Agree. Have you answered honestly? Yes. You acknowledge the possibility of pain and seizure. What? hang on. Let me move this just in case it does something flashy. Okay. Okay, no, that's fine. Determination, 84%. Bravery, integrity. Kindness is 68%. Justice is 63%. Perseverance, 59%. Patience, 16%. I love how low her patience is. This feels way more accurate than the Myers-Briggs. I do have to say that. Let me turn the music down and put on the, because it's the same thing over and over again. That's so cool though. Wow. Despite how many times I fell, I always got back up. So Senna has the soul of determination. Yippee! I can't believe she leaned so far away from patience. Determination does not necessarily mean optimism or hopefulness, as they imply expecting things to work out. Determination doesn't require that. It's the part of a person that drives them to keep going even when everything seems to be for nothing. It shows up as a specific kind of restlessness. You are hard to talk out of things. You have a sense of how a story is supposed to end, and a physical difficulty accepting versions where it doesn't. People around you have probably described you as intense, or someone who doesn't let go, and meant both as compliments and warnings. Be that as it may, you're a driving force regardless of what you set your mind on. Being objective-focused and unwilling to compromise on your vision is admirable, but you should probably learn how to keep that drive under control. Determination doesn't know when to give up. It will keep idealizing its objectives and desires without considering whether they're still achievable. Its indifference to the means necessary to achieve those goals can leave an unhealthy, determined, hurting themselves and or those they care about in an effort to make the impossible possible. When they do give up on something, the event is catastrophic and is likely to send the determined into a negative spiral until they can find something else to aim for. That's so Senna. Oh my god, like where the Myers-Briggs failed, Undertale had my back. This is so Senna. To make the impossible possible, even if it hurts the people around her. Like... Determination doesn't know when to give up. She doesn't know when to give up. Her entire goal right now is to find a way to bring Brannigan back from the dead, regardless of whether he wants that or not. You know, she has this idealized version in her head where she's like, I'm gonna bring back Brannigan and everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna be like none of this ever happened and I don't need to be sad anymore, you know? And that's just not how that's gonna work. It's just not. Often confused with perseverance. Determination and perseverance are often confused for one another, but the difference lies in where the energy points. While determination refuses every ending except the one it chose, perseverance will look for different ways to achieve at least one of the results it was aiming for. Of course, that doesn't mean one can't take from the other. Being so similar in behaviour, the determined and persevering often find each other to be fascinating. The former admires the endurance and planning skills of the latter, who in turn admires the determined's desire for success. Marcus was perseverance, kindness, and integrity as the top three with 90% in perseverance. Damn, that boy be persevering. Your second strongest virtue is bravery at 72%. Due to bravery's drive to lead the charge, the determined, who have it as their secondary virtue, usually end up diving headfirst into anything that makes them excited. Be it watching a TV show or a newly discovered interest in crocheting, they will immediately invest their time and efforts into it, probably forgetting about important commitments in the meantime. Regardless of what it is exactly they want, they are a force to be reckoned with and one that can hardly be controlled. Red to filth. Red like a book. Your lowest virtue is patience. Of course, no one can be perfect at everything. Sorry, oh my god. I had such a tickle in my throat then. Wow, that's so good. Thank you for sending that to me, Dara. That was so cool. I'll see if I can put it in the chat. It won't be like a clickable link, I don't think. Oh, it is a clickable link. I'll put it in if you guys want to use it. If you can. That was really, really cool. Wow, what a fun way of spending our last like 10 minutes, and now it's suddenly now we're running behind. That took so much longer than I expected. Anyway, I guess we shall bid farewell. What a fun little quiz to end things on, and look at my lovely little NPCs. Yippee! I still have to do the maps, but I'll do that tomorrow, I think, in my free time. So, thank you all for joining me, as always. It has been a pleasure. I have so much fun hanging out with you guys every week. Wish me luck. Wish me luck for my DMing experience. And I will tell you all about it not next week, because I've got another family visit next week. So I'm actually busy, which is really annoying, but I will tell you about it the week after, and I will have had 2 sessions by then, hopefully. And we'll hear more about what happens to Sally Mae and Roderick. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Take care of yourselves, play some D&D, and I will see you all week after next week. We'll be back on a weekly schedule soon, I promise. Okay, see you later, guys. Bye.